We're 9 days out from Election Day in Georgia, and a historic AME church in Macon says they're taking lead and getting out the vote. This morning over at Greater Allen Chapel African Methodist Episcopal Church, folks took a moment out of the service to learn about the importance of voting. It was out at the church on Pursley Street in Macon's Pleasant Hill neighborhood. The church says this year they even formed a Get Out the Vote committee. The goal for each church member is to get 10 people to turn out at the polls, whether it's family, a co-worker, neighbor, or friend. Gwyneth Westbrooks is the president of the Macon NAACP chapter. She spoke at the service today. She says she encourages all communities to use their right to vote this November. Westbrook emphasized the country's history with voting, including the fact that women and people of color used to not have the right to vote.
It's not a privilege. We've had to fight for the right to vote, and people need to know that this is not something that we should take for granted.
Remember, if you want to vote early at the polls, you have until this Friday, November 4th. As for absentee ballots, the final day to submit an application has already passed. That was this past Friday. Your county's Board of Elections office must receive your absentee ballot before the polls close on Election Day to be counted. And of course, you can vote in person 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Election Day. That's November 8th at your voting precinct. We want to make sure you have the information you need before heading to the polls next month. Our November 2022 election guide is now live on 13WMAZ.com. You can find key dates and races, learn about different ways to vote, and more. You can also text VOTE to 478-752-1309. We'll send a link to that guide straight to your phone.